Hello, my friends. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by today. Oh my goodness. We only, after today, only one more prompt, number 23, tomorrow, book page. And today's prompt is ticket. Oh, it's very sad to see this come to an end. This, like I said, this have said several times. This is the first challenge or open challenge that I've ever participated in since I've been making junk journals for about a year and a half. And when I started my channel just a few months back, I had never participated in one either. And this has been such a fun and rewarding experience that I definitely want to do it again. And this challenge was posted by Lee from Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland, and I can't thank you enough, Lee, for the effort that you put into this. So July Junk Journal 2025, I know my book is wrong, is about to come to a close in another day. So it's kind of sad, but hopefully we'll keep in touch with each other. Some of the friends that we've made, new subscribers that we've been connecting, new crafters that we've been connecting with, that will stay in touch and continue to support each other's channels. I know I definitely want to do that, and I'm sure most of you do as well. Okay, before I get started on today's page, which is tickets, I do want to give some shout outs for some wonderful comments. As always, your comments have been so rewarding over the last month and so encouraging. I do so appreciate them. Linda, Harmony, Susan, Sarah, Selena, Gwen, and Kiki. And if any of you got replies on your any comments that you left for me that weren't complete or didn't make any sense, or there was just a smiley face. I was having all kinds of problems with my computer this morning. I still don't know what the problem is. It seems to be working all right now, but I can't be sure. So I apologize, because I do try my best to reply to each comment. And like I said, if it was incomplete or didn't make, like I said, all of that, I apologize. Please forgive me. And hopefully my computer will shape up. It's not that old of a computer, so I can't, send it on its way. But I'm sure maybe it was a connectivity problem. I'm not really sure. Okay, so yes, today's prompt is ticket. And I had a couple of different ideas about what I wanted to do with ticket. I thought about using some of our tickets from travel, trains and admissions from my daughters my trip, and just collaging them together. But I couldn't find any. I didn't have them. And I texted my daughter and I said, "Do you have any tickets from any of our trips?" And she says, "Oh yeah, memorabilia." And I thought, well, can I copy them? And she said, "Sure," but by then it was too late. And so then I just thought about printing out some tickets and collaging them, and that didn't appeal to me. And then I came across this photo that took me in a completely different direction. And this is of a gentleman selling tickets at a ticket office, and I'm assuming it's a train office, because this mother and her little girl are going to go on a train trip to see grandma. So they're here purchasing tickets at the ticket office from this nice ticket salesman. So I'm going to put this down, and this is a coach reservation memo. I'm not sure if they had these back in their days. I don't know about vintage or train travel a few years ago. But these are just some pieces, digitals that I had. Here's a couple of train tickets that we can put on here. And then there's this little circle. It didn't get cut out very good, to be honest. I already inked around everything. This says all aboard. And then we have this, I think this is a sticker. Yeah, it is a sticker for our train. So I need to put this all down. I couldn't find an appropriate quote that I was happy with. Maybe I'll look again real quick once I get this kind of together here. All right, so here's our little ticket. Salesman and these ladies, this mama and her little girl, are buying tickets. I feel like I need something under this. What do I want? Well, these are a lot of the same colors. This is blue against the green. Maybe I'll use a piece down here for this on the bottom. I'll tear some of this off if I can. These are another one of those papers from the same group of papers that I used yesterday, and I love them. There's several different patterns and then variations of the pattern, and I find them very fun to work with. And what am I trying to do here? I don't know. That's too narrow for me to grab hold of. Let me just go like this, I guess. I'm all discombobulated this morning. Well, actually, it is afternoon. I'm starting a little bit late today because of my computer issues. But that's all right. We'll muddle our way through, won't we? It's all okay. All right, so I don't really want that big of a piece of this. I don't think. So I'm going to have to figure out a way that I can follow. I just have to hunt for your channels, I guess. I don't know. When we're all done. I know I've got things that I can and do want and need to do. On Friday, I'm going to go back and work on my black and white journal that needs to get finished. I also need to show you the completed, I'm talking about the dollar for this, my completed nursing journal, so I can put it away. I keep saying I'm going to open up an Etsy shop, and I actually am. I've started the groundwork for it, but I need to get a lot of my journals photographed. Or I think what I'm going to do is take little short movies of them. I think it'd be easier than just taking photos of them. I don't know, because I've never listed anything before, so this is going to be another new experience and a learning experience. I'm sure it's not going to be, just, it's going to take a learning curve. I'm still learning about videos. I mean, I am so juvenile in my videos that I'm like a child. That seems awfully dark did I put the wrong cover on for walnut stain? Oh, no wonder it's scorched timber. That's not walnut stain. Maggie, pay attention to what you're doing. I do like that on edges, though. It gives it kind of that worn appearance. Warm, kind of burnt appearance. Yeah, so this mom and her little one are going to visit Grandma. This ticket, coach reservation, says Denver, so they're probably starting out in Denver and going east. I remember all the trips I took as a young mother with my girls to see California from Michigan to see Grandma. We had some experiences there too. We certainly did. On one trip, oh, I had to take the bus a lot, to be honest. Let me just be honest. In those early days, because we didn't have a lot of money, but my husband was supportive and felt it was important that, you know, I see my mother and father they were both still alive for a couple of years, and my father was so much older. He passed away when my oldest one was still a baby. Well, she was 18 months. So that's a baby. And I think that trip I actually did take an airplane because my dad was sick. I went out to help my mother care for him for a while. Oh, I need a paper towel. I'm ready to wipe my glue on my pants, Maggie. Of course, I have some of this beautiful William Morris paper down here, which I really love. All aboard. I never took a train, though. I did take the bus and the you remember that movie Airplane, Planes, Cars, Planes, and I don't know, it was a funny Christmas movie. I took everything but a train. I never took a train to visit my folks in California. But one bus trip, when my daughter was about 3 or 4, maybe, she was pretty little, maybe 3, my oldest one. And I was planning on taking her to Disneyland and had told her that we were going to go to Disneyland. And so it was late at night, and the bus was coming up over and down a hill right before you get to Salt Lake City. And of course, the beautiful Mormon temple was all lit up, you know, I mean, gorgeous sight. And she woke up and she saw it, and she says, Mommy, is that Disneyland? I said, no, sweetheart, we got a little ways to go yet. But everybody that heard her was laughing. I thought it was pretty cute. Both of my daughters were, well, all kids are adorable when they're that age. But she was a cutie. I don't know how I want to put these on here, if I even want to. Let's see. Put these tickets. Okay, so I'm going to keep this pretty simple. Another trip I made with both of them on the bus again. And my youngest one was a baby. Of course, my oldest one, they're 8 years apart, so she was about 8, maybe. Yeah, she was just 8. My youngest one was a baby, you know, still an arm and bottles and everything. And when we were supposed to have a short stopover whatever city we were in, I think it was, oh, I'm trying to think. Whatever city we were in, and the guy at the counter, you know, told me, he said, yeah, it'll be about so long until the next bus. You have a little bit of time. So I needed to fix the youngest one, the baby, some bottles. And so I went into the restroom and attempted to do that. And when I came out, you know, I sat down and was waiting for the bus. And finally, you know, I went up to the counter and I said, when is that bus coming? He says, oh, you missed it. I missed it. Oh, what city was I in? But here I was with 2 children. I said, well, when is the next one coming? And he says, well, not till morning. So I was like, oh my word. So I ended up calling a taxi and taking it. We went to a motel close by, which it kind of worked out in a way because we were all tired, and it gave me a chance to get my babies cleaned, my girls cleaned up, and for us all to get a good night's rest. So it worked out for the good. There was no harm done really, except it was a little scary at first because I thought, oh no, here I am stranded with these children. Oh, why can't I think the name of the city? Okay, this train is a sticker. Came out. So I'm gonna put this train right down here. Okay, so this is what I have. Tickets, ticket office, tickets in their hands. All right, so let me see if I can find a quote or something. I don't know that I can because, like I said, I already did look. I love this quote book. Too many of us are not living our The most difficult thing is this decision. Well, this isn't exactly train travel, but I think it's a nice saying. If I can fit it on here, I may need to cut it down a wee bit. Where can I put it? I should have planned a little bit better, shouldn't I have, Maggie? All right, this says 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you didn't do than by the ones you did. So throw off the bowline, sail away from the safe harbor, and catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore, dream, discover. Mark Twain. Let's see if I can make this fit. I got this quote book online on Amazon. Yesterday I said I got something on Amazon. All those papers, that paper I was using, that pearlescent paper, but I didn't. I got it from Temu, and I was saying hopefully I can find it somehow on Amazon. I'm sure they do have it. It's just searching for the right thing, and you never know really by the pictures if what you're getting is what you want or not, because put it right down here. Okay, so there we go. I should have moved all this up a little bit, and then my train wouldn't have been covered up, but it's okay, it's okay. So that's prompt number 22. Is it really? Yes. Check it. And I will put this. This is from yesterday. And I do love this. I love these papers. Oh my goodness. This book has gotten pretty doggone fat. Okay, I'm going to put this page right in here. I'll put it in after I get offline, after I say goodbye. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of quiet off and on. My morning had a kind of a rough start because my computer, so I was a little bit distracted. But I appreciate you watching and joining me today. I really do. And I hope if you like it, you'll give me a thumbs up, that you will subscribe if you haven't, and definitely leave me a comment. I love your comments. And so I'm going to close this video out with a verse. Oh, this is the backing of the this way. So let's see what comes out of our daily bread today. For today. For with God nothing shall be impossible. Luke 1:37. And there remaineth therefore a rest to the people of God. Hebrews 4:9. Amen. All right, everyone. I love you. Remember, I love you. And I appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.